English shorthand 60 words per minute dictation. Be ready. Start. Para. Until now, as bills come in, you have had to write out checks and use envelopes and postage in self individual accounts. Perhaps you think, as we do, that this is rather an old type procedure and the new scheme is intended to eliminate some of the unnecessary work para while using credit transfers. All you need to do is to fill in a form similar to that which is shown below for each of the bills you have to pay, and give the forms to us with a list with one check only to cover the total amount to be charged to your account. You can either hand the complete forms and covering check to us across the counter, or if you would prefer to do so, you can send them to us by post. We will then distribute the slips to the branch banks you have shown on the forms, who will credit the accounts indicates and pass the slips to the payees as an advice para. However, may bills you pay at one time, you will not need more than one check and one envelope para. Some large undertakings will be sending you credit transfers slips with their bills. Therefore, long, but many creditors will be prepared to see you use the system now. If you would like to do so, ask the people to whom you pay bills regularly to let you know the bank and the branch at which they keep the account to be credited with the account due from you, and any reference which they would like you to quote on the credit slip. Please make a proper and correct note of these particulars, and we shall be glad to supply the forms which you can use when the Next, bill comes along for payment. Stop. Next para. Be ready. Start. Para. In any business, however large or small, there are always number of clerical tasks to be performed in the smallest office. One member of the staff may do them all, but in the largest, it may be done by a different clerk. In any case, they must be allocated singly or in groups to be carried out by suitable people. The office manager must select a number of tasks to form a job, and then he must choose a member of task his staff to do the work having regard to the capabilities and experience required. If the individual chosen should fall short of the real requirement, the job will suffer and the employee himself is not likely to progress as well as if he were given a more appropriate job. On the other hand, if the individual is too good for his job, he will either have to be paid more than it is worth or less than he is worth, judged according to what he might do. Neither of these possibilities is economical, and neither is likely to lead to the best use and development of the clerk. It is therefore important that the office manager should try to match the capabilities of the clerk as closely as possible to the requirements of the job in order that he may do this. Each job must be graded according to the experience, responsibility, and difficulties involved. Only by doing this can the office be staffed economically and efficiently. Grading is also helpful in relation to promotion. As the clerk becomes more accustomed to his work, he becomes more valuable to his employer. His experience increases and he will be given more and more complicated task in due course of time. He should be given a better job and higher pay. Stop.